If we had to choose the most magnificent and mysterious architectural structure of mankind, the Pyramid of Giza would undoubtedly be a top contender. Alongside the Sphinx, the Grand Pyramids of ancient Egypt have long been a favorite subject for adventure films and horror stories. Researchers estimate that the Pyramid of Giza was built at least 12,000 years ago, predating the invention of writing by the ancient Egyptians. Some even believe it might be the work of a prehistoric civilization that existed before the Egyptians. To this day, no official or precise answers have been provided to explain the mysteries surrounding the pyramid. It is no coincidence that among the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Pyramid of Giza stands at the highest rank and remains the only wonder still standing to this day. The mysteries of architecture and history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is considered one of the greatest architectural achievements ever created by humankind, filled with enigmas and mysteries that remain unsolved to this day. Through the lens of modern knowledge, these structures continue to challenge our understanding of ancient technology and engineering. To begin with, the pyramid is not just a cultural wonder, but also a symbol of ancient wisdom. According to traditional research, the pyramids of Giza were built around 2500 BC during the reign of Pharaoh Khufu. However, these theories reveal many perplexing issues when considering the scale and complexity of the structure. It is estimated that the construction of the Great Pyramid required about 2.4 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 to 4 tons on average, with some as heavy as 15 tons. Moving these massive stones across the desert sands would have been a formidable challenge given the level of scientific and technical knowledge at the time. Various hypotheses have been proposed regarding the construction methods of the pyramids, but all face unresolved problems. Methods involving scaffolding, pulleys, or levers fail to explain the precision and rapid construction of the pyramid. Additionally, there are unique architectural details, such as the lack of an internal wooden frame. Everything relies on meticulously stacked stones to provide stability and durability for the entire structure. The Great Pyramid of Giza also raises questions due to the absence of religious symbols or hieroglyphs inside. While the ancient Egyptians frequently engraved characters abundantly in tombs, the lack of hieroglyphics in the Great Pyramid has led to doubts about whether it was indeed built by the ancient Egyptians. Another noteworthy detail is the pyramid's 8 sides. Although it initially appears to have 4 sides, it actually has 8. Each stone surface is slightly indented by up to 0.5 to 1 degree, dividing the pyramid into 8 sections. The technique used to create this unique design is believed to surpass the technical abilities available at the time. The geographical location of the Great Pyramid of Giza is also considered special. It lies precisely at the intersection of the longest meridian and latitude on Earth, effectively positioning the pyramid at the center of Earth's landmasses. Furthermore, the 3 largest pyramids at Giza, Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure, not only align with each other on the ground, but also align with the 3 stars of the Orion constellation. This alignment is thought to hold religious and spiritual significance. The orientation of the Great Pyramid of Giza with respect to the North Pole is also remarkable. Although it was built thousands of years ago, the Great Pyramid is considered the most accurate geographical structure in terms of its alignment with true north. This raises the question: how did the ancient Egyptians achieve such precision in using technology and measurement methods? These unique features have led to theories suggesting that the pyramid was not built by the ancient Egyptians, but rather by an advanced civilization that may have existed before them. Spatial evidence, directional accuracy, and inexplicable construction techniques add to the allure of the mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid of Giza. The theory of the Atlantis civilization. For decades, various theories have been proposed to explain the origins and purpose of the Great Pyramid of Giza. One of the most intriguing hypotheses suggests that the pyramids were not built by ancient Egyptians, but are instead the product of a more advanced prehistoric civilization, possibly existing before the Egyptians. Proponents of this theory argue that the Great Pyramid of Giza could be the legacy of the lost civilization of Atlantis, mentioned in the works of Greek philosopher Plato. According to legend, Atlantis was a continent with highly advanced science and technology, which was ultimately submerged due to a natural disaster. One reason why the hypothesis of a prehistoric civilization is so convincing is the existence of unexplained archaeological evidence. For instance, in 1968, a collector named William Meister discovered a fossilized shoe print with the imprint of a trilobite, a creature that became extinct about 250 million years ago. This raises the question of whether a highly advanced civilization may have existed before modern humans emerged. Discoveries like these cast doubt on our understanding of Earth's history and ancient civilizations. Moreover, a significant discovery that supports the theory of an advanced civilization is the ancient nuclear reactor found at Oklo, Gabon. This was not a modern nuclear reactor, but a natural reactor that existed 1.8 billion years ago and operated continuously for 500,000 years. The complexity of this reactor's structure far surpasses the capabilities of modern humans, leading to the question of whether ancient civilizations had reached a higher level of scientific advancement than we previously thought. Additionally, archaeologists have found evidence of the existence of giants in the past. Remains of giants ranging from 4 to 12 meters in height have been discovered in various parts of the world, including around the Great Pyramid of Giza. These giants are believed to have lived about 12,500 years ago, around the assumed time of the construction of the pyramid. If these giants truly existed, their involvement in building massive structures like the pyramid could partially explain the ability to move and assemble the enormous stone blocks. Another element supporting the theory of a prehistoric civilization is the archaeological findings of structures and artifacts that cannot be explained with current technology. For instance, some ancient stones in Peru, dating back around 30,000 years, depict humans wearing telescopes, a tool only invented in the 17th century. The carvings also depict scenes like blood transfusions and medical surgeries, which modern medicine only achieved in recent centuries. This evidence seems to indicate that there once was a civilization far ahead of its time in terms of science and technology. The alignment between the Great Pyramid of Giza and the Orion constellation is also a key factor that makes the hypothesis of a prehistoric civilization plausible. The three largest pyramids at Giza are arranged in a way that precisely matches the position of the three stars in Orion's belt. This alignment suggests that the builders had extensive knowledge of astronomy and impressive calculation skills. The question is, how could a civilization more than 4,000 years ago have had such advanced observational and measurement capabilities? Could it be that they inherited knowledge from a more advanced civilization that had vanished in the flow of history? One prominent supporter of the advanced civilization theory is researcher Graham Hancock. He believes that the Great Pyramid of Giza, along with many other ancient structures around the world, is the legacy of a forgotten global civilization. According to Hancock, structures like the pyramid are not merely tombs, but sophisticated machines used to communicate with the universe, meant to preserve knowledge and connect humanity with supernatural forces. Some theories even suggest that Atlantis was the civilization that built the Great Pyramid of Giza. Proponents of this idea argue that when Atlantis sank, a group of its inhabitants migrated to Egypt, passing on their knowledge of pyramid construction. These people may have used superior knowledge and technology to build the great structures like the Pyramid of Giza, structures that even modern technology would struggle to recreate. However, the hypothesis about Atlantis remains controversial and lacks conclusive evidence widely accepted by scholars. Some scientists argue that linking the pyramid to Atlantis is merely an attempt to romanticize history, aiming to explain the inexplicable. Nevertheless, it is undeniable that the mysteries surrounding the Great Pyramid and strange archaeological discoveries continue to captivate scientists and the public alike. King Tutankhamun and the Curse of the Pharaoh. King Tutankhamun, often known as King Tut, is one of the most famous and mysterious figures in the history of ancient Egypt. Although he ascended to the throne at just 9 years old and ruled for about a decade, he left a profound mark due to the mysteries surrounding his life and death. In 1922, his tomb was discovered by British archaeologist Howard Carter, revealing thousands of precious artifacts, along with the infamous story of the Curse of the Pharaoh that has haunted many ever since. Tutankhamun came to power during a turbulent period in ancient Egyptian history. His father, Pharaoh Akhenaten, had undertaken a major religious reform, abolishing the worship of many traditional deities in favor of the sole worship of Aten, the sun god. This reform led to widespread resistance and chaos within Egyptian society, and after Akhenaten's death, Tutankhamun attempted to restore the previous polytheistic beliefs and social order. However, being so young and inexperienced, King Tutankhamun largely depended on powerful advisors like Horemheb, the military commander, and Ai, the head of the court. Tutankhamun's sudden death in 1324 BC at the age of 19 left many questions unanswered. Inside his tomb, scientists found signs suggesting he may have died violently. A large hole in the back of his skull led many to believe that King Tutankhamun might have been assassinated. However, modern research using CT scans revealed that the hole could have been caused during the mummification process, rather than being evidence of a murder. Further examinations also discovered that Tutankhamun had a broken left leg, which became severely infected before his death, along with evidence of malaria. These findings indicate that his death may have resulted from a series of health complications rather than an assassination plot. However, due to the lack of concrete information and the mystique surrounding his life, King Tutankhamun's death remains one of the greatest mysteries of Egyptian history. It was not just his death that drew attention, but also the events that occurred after Tutankhamun's tomb was unearthed. Shortly after Howard Carter and his team opened the tomb in 1922, a series of mysterious deaths began, starting with Lord Carnarvon, the financier of the excavation. 2 months after the tomb was opened, Lord Carnarvon died of blood poisoning from a mosquito bite. The press at the time linked his death to the Curse of the Pharaoh, and the story of Tutankhamun's curse began to spread. According to legend, hieroglyphs on the walls of the tomb warned that anyone who disturbed the pharaoh's rest would suffer a painful death. In the years following, several members of the excavation team died under unusual circumstances, adding to the mystery of the curse. It is believed that the pharaoh's curse was responsible for the deaths of over 20 people connected to the excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb within a few years of its opening. However, many modern scientists have dismissed the idea of a curse. They suggest that the deaths may have been caused by bacteria or mold present in the tomb for thousands of years, which could have led to infections or respiratory problems for those exposed. A study published in the British Medical Journal in 2002 found no significant difference in mortality rates between those involved in the excavation and others of that era. Nevertheless, the string of sudden deaths in such a short time frame contributed to the myth of the pharaoh's curse, making the story more chilling and mysterious than ever. Additionally, During the excavation, Howard Carter discovered two special daggers placed inside Tutankhamun's mummy wrappings. One of them had an iron blade believed to be made from meteoritic material. The use of meteorite iron suggests that the ancient Egyptians possessed far greater knowledge and skills than we previously thought. Artifacts like these daggers only add to the mystique and allure of Tutankhamun's tomb, serving as evidence that ancient Egyptian civilization may have accessed advanced resources and technologies we have yet to fully understand. The stories of the pharaoh's curse and the mysteries of Tutankhamun's tomb have generated significant interest among both the public and scientists. The treasures from his tomb, including the famous golden mask, have been displayed around the world, attracting millions of visitors. Despite the numerous theories proposed to explain the strange phenomena related to King Tutankhamun's tomb, no explanation has been completely convincing or universally accepted. This only adds to the intrigue, making King Tutankhamun's story one of the greatest mysteries in human history. King Tutankhamun was not just a young pharaoh with a brief reign. He is a symbol of the unknown facets of ancient Egypt. From his tumultuous life and mysterious death to the eerie tales surrounding his tomb, all of these elements have forged an enduring legend. His tomb, with its thousands of valuable artifacts and unsolved mysteries, continues to inspire researchers and stands as a crucial highlight in the exploration of ancient Egyptian history. The mystical power of the pyramid. The Great Pyramid of Giza is renowned not only for its grand architecture and the mysteries surrounding its construction, but also for being a place believed to hold mystical and mysterious powers beyond our understanding. Over the years, many people, including explorers, scientists, and even ordinary visitors, have reported strange phenomena when inside the pyramid. These experiences have only added to the pyramid's mystery and allure, making it a symbol of the unexplained. One of the most famous individuals who allegedly had a mystical experience inside the pyramid is Napoleon Bonaparte. According to legend, in 1798, during his Egyptian campaign, Napoleon spent a night in the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid of Giza. When he emerged the next morning, he was reportedly shaken and refused to speak of what he had seen or experienced inside. Those close to him later recounted that Napoleon's experience had profoundly changed him, though he revealed little about it before his death. The story of Napoleon's night in the pyramid has fueled curiosity and contributed to its enigmatic aura. Napoleon was not the only one. Many other explorers have reported strange occurrences inside the pyramid. There are stories of people feeling like the surrounding space shifts, as if time has stopped, accompanied by inexplicable sounds when entering the king's chamber. Some even describe seeing ghostly figures or sensing an invisible presence that terrified them so much they vowed never to return. These mysterious phenomena affect not only humans, but also scientific equipment. Researchers who brought electronic devices inside the pyramid frequently encountered problems: loss of signal, malfunctions, or devices suddenly shutting down without any apparent cause. These occurrences have led many to believe that the pyramid emits a unique energy that can affect both people and machinery. Several scientists have tried to study and explain these phenomena, but so far, no satisfactory explanation has been found. One popular theory regarding the mystical power of the pyramid is that it functions as an amplifier of cosmic energy. According to this idea, the pyramid's shape can focus and amplify energy from the universe, creating a powerful energy field inside. This could explain why many people experience strange sensations or even physical and mental changes while inside the pyramid. There are stories of people feeling invigorated, having improved health, or even gaining the ability to predict the future after spending a short time in the pyramid. The Great Pyramid is also believed to possess the power to perfectly preserve mummies and other artifacts. despite being thousands of years old, the pharaohs' mummies are still remarkably well preserved. This raises the question of whether the structure of the pyramid serves as a natural preservation device. Small experiments with pyramid models have shown that food and other materials placed under the pyramid tend to stay fresh longer than when placed outside. Although these findings are yet to be scientifically proven, they have sparked curiosity and encouraged further research. In addition to the mysterious phenomena within the pyramid, there are stories about out-of-body experiences and communicating with spirits. Some people claim to have felt an out-of-body sensation while inside the pyramid, feeling as though they were looking down at themselves from above. These individuals often describe feeling connected to another realm where there are no boundaries of time or space, and sometimes they even claim to have met the spirits of pharaohs or other historical figures from ancient times. Another prominent story is that of a Russian scientist in the 1960s. He conducted an experiment inside the pyramid to measure energy fields. During the experiment, he reported sensing the presence of an invisible entity and then saw an apparition resembling Pharaoh Khufu. This experience changed his perspective on the pyramid, shifting from seeing it as an architectural structure to recognizing it as a place of spiritual and supernatural energy. Another theory suggests that the Great Pyramid of Giza might have been used as a religious center where pharaohs and priests conducted mystical rituals to connect with the gods. These rituals were believed to protect the pharaoh's souls after death and ensure stability and prosperity for the kingdom. The mystery of the pyramid has made it a symbol of power and the connection between humans and the afterlife. Despite the theories and mystical experiences surrounding the Great Pyramid seeming far-fetched and filled with legend, they have undoubtedly created a unique allure. Stories of mystical powers, inexplicable phenomena, and supernatural experiences have made the Great Pyramid one of the world's most mysterious wonders. To this day, the Great Pyramid of Giza continues to challenge our understanding, serving as an endless source of inspiration for researchers and a symbol of the unresolved mysteries of human history and spirituality.